Rise and Shine Rwanda, it's Wednesday the 21st of February. Coming up on today's Rise and Shine Rwanda, we have a look at the event that was the Career Women's Network. Nikolas Cruz arrested for Florida high school shootings. Good morning, you're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Fidelis Karangwa. Over the next half an hour, we'll take you through what's trending in the news, business headlines, as well as lifestyle stories. But first, let's take a look into our news features. A total of 183 Rwandan police officers, including 30 women, have been awarded UN medals for their diligence and dedicated service under the UN Nations Mission in South Sudan. The Deputy Head of Peacekeeping Mission, Mr. Mustafa Sumare, commended them for their work, which has had a positive impact on the lives of tens of thousands of South Sudanese civilians, while presenting them with the medals on behalf of the UN Secretary General. Rwanda's formed Police Unit 2, consisting of 160 officers, arrived in South Sudan in April 2017, followed by an additional 23 individual police officers last July. They have all been based in the capital, Juba, where their main tasks have been city patrols and public order management in the UN mission's protection sites for civilians seeking shelter. In total, Rwanda has about 2,600 uniformed personnel, police and troops in South Sudan. Officials also stressed the importance of having female police officers serving in the peacekeeping mission in South Sudan, as they facilitate in having a better job done, since they are more sensitive when it comes to issues particular to women and children, can identify with them as their fellow sisters. Participants were also treated to an extended cultural performance, including singing, drumming, and dancing. In regional news, South Sudanese rebels have released 2 Kenyan pilots that were held after receiving compensation from the family of the civilians killed when the plane crashed last month. The plane is said to have come down in Aboko, in the Greater Upper Nile region in early January, and the rebels asked for compensation for the family of a woman who was killed and for others who lost livestock. Lam Paul Gabriel, deputy spokesperson of the rebel group, said that $107,700 had been paid and that this amount was not a ransom but a compensation requested by the families of the deceased and the owners of the properties. Sudan has been in a civil war since 2013, months after President Salva Kiir fired his deputy Riek Machar. The conflict has displaced a third of the population, shut down most of the oil production, and strangled the economy. On international news, Nikolas Cruz has been charged in association to the Florida high school shooting. The gunman, accused of killing 17 people at the Florida high school Wednesday, had previously attended the school, where he was expelled for getting into a fight. Nikolas Cruz, of 19 years of age, made his first court appearance on Thursday afternoon after being charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder in the shooting of the Major Stoneman Douglas High School, where he was being held without bond. Cruz's attorney described him as sad and remorseful, and that he was fully aware of what's going on, but he was also just a broken human being. The leader of a white nationalist militia said Cruz was a member of his group and participated in paramilitary drills in Tallahassee. The 19-year-old, who was booked in Broward County Jail Thursday morning after federal and local law enforcement officials questioned him for hours after he had been taken to the hospital for a period of time after his arrest, because he exhibited labored breathing. Welcome back to Rise and Shine Rwanda. Women have been taking over, especially on the professional scene, and today is no different. We get to meet a group of women who, through networking, are enabling each other to grow in their respective careers while handling their day-to-day responsibilities. Take a look.
My name is Lucy Skalkwijk. I'm the founder and chair of the Career Women's Network Kigali. We're a network of senior professional women who are into supporting other women to make sure that we rise in the workplace and that we have a 50-50% representation of women at all levels of companies and institutions. And so our mission is to connect and to empower career women working here. And we have over 400 members, mostly Rwandan but also international, all working here in companies, in NGOs, donors, government. It's a mix of many profiles, many industries, and we share information on professional opportunities, business opportunities. We buy and sell things from each other and to each other, and we also hire each other, and we do, and so we also meet every month. So we organize monthly networking events, and this is one of them. We've been doing so for the past 2.5 years, but we've grown. We started with 8. We're over 400 women now. And this particular networking event is part of a series that's called the Women and Series, which is a series of events by women, for women, about issues that working women are interested in. And we kicked off the series with this first one around women and wellness, because it's the new year. We all made New Year's resolutions, and it's time to think about how to put them into action. And especially for us working women, we have so many different responsibilities in the workplace, at home, socially, and we're wearing so many different hats, and we need to take the time and also take care of ourselves. So this is all about nourishing our minds, bodies, and souls. We had different demos on relaxation, nutrition, and the importance of sleep, on energy, and so on. And we also offered 2 opportunities to our or presented 2 new partnerships. So one is with Legacy 45 Entertainment. With this company, we're going to offer 4 events of this type called the Women and Series. So this is the first one. In May, we'll have another one called Women and Work. In September, we'll have another one called Women and Money, which we also had last year in November. But this will be now under this new partnership. And then in December, we'll have one around women and relationships.
Joining us now in studio is Lucy Skalkwijk, the founder and chair of the Korean Women's Network. Welcome, Lucy, to Rise and Shine Rwanda.
Thank you.
All right, so you've set up this platform, an amazing network for women to connect, share ideas, grow each other. But why did you feel the need to start it in the first place?
Yeah, well, the need to start it came out of a personal need that I was running into some issues combining a full-time job and having 3 young children at home. So when I arrived in Rwanda, my youngest daughter was 2 months and I was still breastfeeding. And so I found that there were some issues where they're sending you on a retreat in the mid, quite far from Kigali. I was still breastfeeding, so I had to negotiate to get my baby and the nanny with me. Different things that you run into as a working woman. And so when a couple of months later I met some other women at senior positions working for the same organization in different projects, I was relieved to find people who understood the type of issues you run into when you're trying to combine, having children and having a career. And so we went for dinner with these other ladies. I then, for the second dinner, I thought it would be a good idea to invite some other career women so that we could have a networking dinner. Mm-hmm. And that's how it started. And that was in August 2015. And then from then on, actually, we've been having monthly networking dinners in the beginning. Then they turned into events as the number of members grew. So we started with 8, mm-hmm. and then each month there were more, and now we're over 400 members. And so we've shifted from restaurants to hotels, and we used to just have informal dinners. Now we're actually doing events around a certain theme. What we're doing these days is sharing professional information, so job opportunities, consulting opportunities. We still have that peer support function where you can talk about problems, or we celebrate each other's success. What we're going to introduce over the coming months is the personal professional development aspect. And then there's a fourth aspect of giving back to women. Mm-hmm. And there we've done, we had an event in January where we were giving some career advice to younger women. We've supported a breast cancer dinner organized by the Breast Cancer Initiative East Africa. Mm-hmm. We've done fundraising in the Kwibuka period last year. So those are some of the aspects, the things we've done around giving back. Mm-hmm.
So now you've mentioned actually that some of the challenges that career women face is striking that balance between taking care of your family and still being able to deliver on your job. Now, I know that there are very many women who face different challenges in their day-to-day lives. What are some of the most common ones that you get to hear about, and what do you think can be done to help support the career woman to be better in what they do?
Yeah, I would say like the number one issue that I found myself having trouble with, but I see it everywhere, not just in Rwanda, but here also is an issue, is that women are not networked, mm-hmm. like men are. Mm-hmm. And so we work, we do our 8 hours, we go home, we make sure that the kids have enough to eat, we try to do some homework before they fall asleep and so on. So we're busy the whole time. Well, men, they have other activities after work. They meet each other over a drink or over sports. They hear what's going on. They share news and information about job opportunities and so on. So they're networking. They go hanging out with the boss, doing things, and then we are just doing, what we're supposed to do, but we're not doing the extra things. Yeah. And then when it's time for a promotion, we are surprised when it's not us. Mm-hmm. And so we also need that. And we have to be more strategic and intentional about it. And that's the importance of networking. Mm-hmm. Like by working hard, you can reach a certain level. And it's probably good up until like mid-management level. But if you want to push beyond that and really go up to CEO level or board level, there's some other strategies that you need to use, and networking, relationship building, information sharing, that's all part of it. Mm-hmm.
Now I know there are very many women who watch our show and would be interested in being part of this network. What is the eligibility criteria? What does one have to provide maybe to be part of this group of women?
Yeah, so it's so far it's functioned on a referral basis, so by existing members. Now we're rolling out a new membership structure, paid memberships. We're opening it up, and it's from mid-level, mid-management level, senior management level, and executive level. And the criteria is that you're actually working and in such a career path, and that you're also interested in empowering and supporting other women. So those are the main criteria, and that you pay the membership for the go-getter, that's the mid-level one, the game changer, or the executive
What is
circle.
this membership?
So the membership is for the go-getter, that's the mid-management level, is 10,000 per month, plus some admin fee. For the game changer, 20,000 per month, and for the executive circle, 35,000 per month.
All right.
Yeah, and with it you get a number of benefits. So if they want information, they can reach out through. I guess you will share some information on the website.
Definitely.
So there's a contact number they can call or an email they can reach out to.
All right.
Yeah.
So now I know you've been doing quite a number of partnerships when it comes to hosting these events, Legacy 45 Entertainment being one of your partners at the moment. In this series of events that you're organizing, which ones can our viewers look forward to? Which ones can they start planning to attend, and what can they expect to see at these events?
Yeah, so together with Legacy 45, we're rolling out a Women N series. So these are events by women, for women, about subjects that concern professional women. And we kicked off the series with the Women in Wellness event on February 8th. And the next one is about women and work. It's in May. After that, we'll have one on women and money, which we already, the network has already done a similar event last year. And then in December, we'll have one around women and relationships. So we think that these topics are interesting for women in general and for working women specifically. So we invite everyone who's watching and interested to attend these events. At these events you can also register for membership, but you don't have to wait obviously for these events to happen. It can already
We can do
be
that
done
before.
now. Yeah.
All right. So now as we come to the closure of our interview, as a professional career woman, what advice do you have for a viewer, a young lady? It can be a mother or a mother seated at home watching the show. What advice would you have for them that would help them in their career path at the moment?
Yeah, so one
that has worked for you at least.
Yeah, and I think it's very important, like men can do a lot for us, but we also have to do things for ourselves. And the first thing that we should start with is thinking big. I find that, for example, if I look at my career path so far, I've had two really good jobs, where the job vacancy was already expired, and where I was hesitating, I was telling myself, no, it's no use even applying, it's already expired, why are you wasting your time on this? And then I said, well, no, let me try. And I called and I asked them, can I still apply? And they said, yes, you can still apply. And I got these jobs, and they were really career building for me. So with this, I'm trying to say that we sometimes block ourselves just by thinking we can't do this, we're not. We first need X number of trainings, we first need 20 years of experience, we first need this mega mentor who can show us all the ropes of, but we don't. We just need to think big, so stop sabotaging ourselves. Then, this is a quote, it's not coming from me, but it's good advice. Think big and start small, so, with manageable steps so that
Yeah.
you don't give
Build
up.
on it, yeah.
Yeah, so that you don't give up along the way. Huh? If you say like I have to lose 50 kilos, it's terrible. But if you say like every year I'll lose 1 or every month, then it's doable. So
Yeah.
think big, start small, and act now. So don't wait. Like I started this network and I had no time. I was breastfeeding. It was just a hobby. But now I've just been consistent at it, and now it's starting to be something.
Yeah.
So start now and keep at it, and then eventually these things turn into big things.
All right. Thank you for that advice. Very great advice there, Lucy. Thanks for being on Rise and Shine Rwanda.
Yeah, thanks a lot to
You're
you.
welcome.
Great interview.
You're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. Now, don't forget to love to hear your thoughts, comments, and feedback on what we're talking about here on Rise and Shine Rwanda. Tweet us at Rise and Shine RW. Like us on Facebook and send us your ideas for programs. Check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda YouTube page where you can catch all the shows and reposts that we do. Find us on Instagram, Rise and Shine RW. We love to see your pictures. Or check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda website. Well, that's all the time that we have for today, but we love to hear your feedback, so do let us know if you have any idea for the program. You've been watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Fidelis Karangwa. I'll be back here same time, same place next week. But for now, from me and the rest of the Rise and Shine Rwanda team, have a very good day. Goodbye.